Whyson. When I'm with her, we look so fine together. Conceptulea, vale tu son café, mi güey. Uy, buena, tenga mukeli. Malaika, yeah, 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 yeah. Avingi balakumwe plus smile. Avingi balakumwe plus smile. Bengi bakumwa etienda. Bengi bakumwa. Everybody wants her. Everybody needs her. Bale mutini shanga na lolesha kumbi. When in love with a beautiful woman, Java easy. Watch your friends when you know that your man is so cute. Java easy. Oh yeah, Sakalila way. Nukambali nikuti muyambo pasha sanje nikachoma naye sikutimiza nje yali nuteteza vangu nuteteza tiala vangu nuteteza tiala vangu. I know what you can do. Nuziva finga chite beauty. Bamambala bamapati manasi. Bale mutini shanga na lolesha kumbi. When in love with a beautiful woman, Java easy. Watch your friends when you know that your man is so cute. Java easy. Oh yeah, Sakalila way. When in love with a beautiful woman.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us for a few moments tonight. This is my very first time to do a broadcast this late at night. And let me begin by asking you, please, to confirm with me in the comments below if you can hear me clearly. Please just go ahead and just throw that up there and just tell me that you can hear me and we can get the show on the road. Ted D. Kaunga says, sure, how can I even watch my TV with this? Trust says, is that wristwatch new? No, I've had this one for a while. I like it. Thank you so much for noticing that. Joseph Chishimba says, you are clear. Thank you. Mwamba clear. Thank you. Guys, thank you for joining me. As many of you know, tonight I'm speaking to a young lady by the name of Heike Tarpley. This is how you say her name, Heike Tarpley. She's of German origin, but she lives in America, and she has a very compelling story, very sad story. And incidentally, that song that I was playing was by the gentleman we're going to be talking about. He's a Zambian from Chipata by the name of James C. Whyson. And the song that was playing there is titled Beautiful Woman. And what I find interesting is the lyrics in the song talks about how he loves this beautiful white woman. And incidentally, Heike Tarpley is a white woman that James C. Weissman met on a dating site, and they began this relationship. And she was looking for love, but really, ultimately, the sinister nature of James C. Whyson was to extort, con, deceive, and manipulate this young lady. And I'm going to ask her to jump on right now and introduce you to her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my special guest, Heike Tarpley.
Hi.
Hey, Heike.
Hello.
How are you?
I have been better.
Nice to see you.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to see you too.
Do people call you Hike for short?
Not really. It's Heike. Not really.
Hika.
Mm-hmm.
Hika, let's start from the very beginning. You know, in Zambia, we don't really talk about dating sites. People know that dating sites exist, but somehow in my country, we view dating sites as a cesspool of immorality. Tell us about how people relate to dating sites over there in America.
So this dating site is called Bumble. It is a legit dating site, and it is very common. You know, we people work a lot. We don't go out. We don't maybe necessarily like drinking. So you just really connect via social media or dating sites. I have a good friend of mine. She actually met her husband on that specific dating site. I know another person who met her boyfriend on the dating site. So you just need to be, you know, you should be careful. But I did meet Whyson on this dating website. And we live in the same state. I live in Texas for sure. I'm not for sure where he is now, but we connected that way in part about 8 hours driving time apart. But we just connected on likes, and we spoke, and we just had things in common. I said my name, I'm my age. I'm older than him, and I have 2 children. I'm divorced. And he goes, great. You know, I have 1 child. Her name is Keisha, and I am divorced. So I thought, wow, you know, I used to live in South Africa, so I knew somewhat of the culture. I love Africa, had great experience. So we had that in common. His sister lives in Johannesburg. So a lot of things, you know, I really thought we connected. So that's how we met. But
so you met on the dating site. You began to communicate. How long were you communicating before you actually physically met?
Actually, quite a long time. I believe it was at least 8 months, because I met him late of 2019, and then he actually flew to his home country, Zambia. And then COVID hit, and I wanted him to come home earlier because, you know, anyway, the borders were closing, and he just somehow didn't make it. Then he was stuck there, and then supposedly he ended up being in Paris, France for 2 months. And then he came back May of 2020, supposedly. And then him and I really, for the first time, met in July of last year.
So when you finally, after months of communicating, in July of 2020, he comes over to see you. Now, how did he get to you? Did he pay for his way? Did he drive to you? Did he fly to you? How did all that work out?
I paid for his airfare. I paid for his flight from Houston to my town where I live, and he came to the place where I live with my children.
So you paid for his plane ticket, and
yes.
And then he stayed in your home.
Yes.
Okay. And how long did he stay with you? So this was his first visit, and he stays in your house with your children.
No, the first time my children were not present. I wanted, and he did too. We wanted to meet when they're not around. So no, the children were not at his first visit. The second visit, but on that particular time, I'm not for sure, maybe 5-6 days. And then, you know, after July, that's kind of what he did. He came to see us once a month for a few days, you know, maybe 5, 6, the longest maybe 7, and then he flew back.
So each time he would fly to you, you were the one that would buy him his plane ticket.
80%.
So you'd basically furnish his trip.
Yes, because my debit card was linked to his Southwest account.
Okay. So after his first visit, and then he would come see you on a regular basis.
From July till December, yes. July till December.
Yeah. Tell me, at what point did money begin to become an issue in your relationship? At what point would he begin to sort of ask you for financial assistance?
It started already when he was in there and saying, "Hey, Heike, hey, babe, I can't have access. My card's not working. I can't get to the funds. Something is wrong. Can you send me, via Cash App?" And so it's like, okay, sure, I don't mind helping out. And then it was, it kind of snuck up on me. But I did send him money already when he was back home.
So at what point did you start sensing red flags? At what point did you start thinking, wait a minute, this is a bit weird?
I didn't really say red flag. I don't want to say, but I was like, why? Like, why are you asking me? We just met. He is a very smooth talker. He really is. He's very charming. He said, we're in a relationship, I will take care of you. What yours is mine, what mine is yours. He made me believe that we're in this, He shared his plans. I shared what I wanted out of a relationship. My goal was to be a stay-at-home mom again, which I was before. And we just talked about it, and he had great ideas. So he just had his way. And if you would know me on a personal note, if you're close to me, I'll help you. I'll always help you if I can. I'm not going to tell you no. But it felt, I just don't know. I don't know how to say it. I didn't like it, but I went along with it because of the promises, the plans we had, So yes.
So now you in one of the promo videos that I played, at one stage you sent him $56,000 US dollars.
Yes, I did.
Tell me, how did that come about? What put you in a position where you guys were having a conversation about $56,000? Where did that come from?
That was a settlement from my divorce. Jay knew about it. Jay knew I was waiting to receive that amount. And the way it come about, again, my goal was to be a stay-at-home mom. And, he always said, I have great business ideas. And since...
Let me stop you there. Let me stop you there, just so that the audience is clear. So the $56,000 you had was from your divorce settlement.
Yes.
The divorce from your husband.
Yes.
So
the father of my children. Yes.
Right. From that settlement, and then James Whyson knew that you were getting this money.
Yes.
Right. Go ahead.
So it came about, since I was told that Jay Whyson is the superstar in Zambia, that he is very well connected. He comes from a royal family. There is a family radio station, okay, where the father passed on, and the children were taking over the radio station, and they weren't quite for sure how to manage it. So they approached Jay to say, hey, will you help me? You're well connected, the media, help us. So Jay saw the business opportunity and said, okay, Heike, let's do this. This is great. I'll put in 50,000, you put in 50,000, we get, buy into it. Eventually we buy them out. The election is happening next year. I'm well connected. This will work. We will make commercials, and we got this. We will work, time difference. We can work with them during the night, and then, we got this, Heike. So I believed him. I really trusted him. It's not like he was hiding. I saw his music videos on YouTube. A lot of them are removed now, but what I'm saying is I saw that he was, like, at one point, I believed him. extent, I don't know, because I never visited Zambia. And then he said the 50,000 went to a radio station, and then the rest of the money went to a car dealership, which is called McEve Auto Express, which is named after his wife in Chipata. Anyway, and
But at the time, you didn't know that website was named after a wife
correct.
that he had in Chipata. So you had no knowledge of him being in a marriage back here in Zambia.
Now, at this point, I knew he's divorced and he has one child. So that's why we were talking. He called me his fiance. You know, he met my kids. We made plans, you know, talking about, you know, where to live. Are we going to live here? Are we going to live there? But we started two businesses together, the radio station and the McEve Auto Express, which the website is up. But since, the email that you will see on that website, if you email it, it bounces back to you saying it's not a legit email. So, and I've never seen any income from any of this. He supposedly was on conference calls every night with the radio station. I was never allowed to meet or speak to anybody. He did it from his house, and I've never seen a sale. I was never involved. I've just never seen any of it.
So you're saying that you agreed to transfer this amount of money, and you didn't sign any documents, any legal documents that sort of, you know,
I wanted to. When I received the money, within 2 days, it was a pressing matter. We have a deadline in Zambia, otherwise you'll lose everything that you worked for. And he goes,
Stop there. So as soon as your divorce settlement hit your account, James Whyson started saying to you, we need to send this money to Zambia. It's a pressing matter because time is of the essence. Tell me about that.
That's all I knew. Time was it was pressing. We had to do this pretty fast because I said, I don't know. I want to see the offer letter. I want to know. Let's just, you know, I wanted to do I need a lawyer. Let me get help. Trust me, babe. I got this. This will be for us, but yours is mine, but mine is yours. We got this. When we do this, you know, my goal is the same for you. You're going to be able to stay at home. We work together as a team.
And you trusted him?
Well, yes, I did. Why would I? A lot of people are asking, I know I see the comments, a lot of people are blaming me, but I was in a relationship with a man that I met that said, hey, I'm divorced. I have one child. He told me, I love you. He called me his fiance. Why wouldn't I? Yes, I sent it and I believed him. I trusted him. I wanted to have a future with this man. Yeah.
Tell me about the day, because in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, you're sitting at, how did you transfer the money? Did you write him a check? Did you transfer it? How did you do that?
He was with me in my house. We were actually in the bedroom. It was a wire transfer. He was right next to me. It went to his bank account in the United States.
So you were sitting. Go ahead.
Yeah, I tried to say I want to send it directly to the radio station, you know, like, why are we doing you? And he just said, because my bank in America is set up with Zambia. Just trust me, Heike. It's just trust me, Heike. And I'm like, well, why? I can't just do it directly to them. And he just, no, it had to go to his. And I don't know, but, you know, it was a pressing matter. And I didn't want to lose out. I mean, yeah, I have goals too. I didn't want to lose out on hopefully making a plan for me to stay at home again with my children, you know, and his eventually. But yeah, so that's how it happened. But he was with me. He was sitting next to me, and I did a wire transfer.
Wow. So, and that was what, 56,000 US dollars?
Yes.
Yeah. Just to give you just a bit, give you a bit of a context, Heike, 56,000 US dollars in Zambian currency is a whopping 1.6 million kwacha, which is a colossal sum of money. So after this episode, you transfer the money. One second. You transfer the money, and what started happening after that?
I mean, I transferred the money in September. Nothing really. He started to have the conference calls. I was never allowed to, when he was in Houston, he was on the conference calls, he was working. When he was with me, he never made those conference calls. And I said, why? Oh, because he said my brother is covering so I can focus on me and my children. I'm like, okay, well, it makes sense, because his brother supposedly was very involved as well. But that was in September, and then we had, he came to see us. It was a normal relationship. I mean, he has a closet in my house. We had my bank. I made a joint checking account. He used to have a debit card. He's receiving mail here. We had a life. Like, we went to dinner. He took my kids to school, picked them up to school. I went to work. He stayed home, even with the kids or without them. He used my vehicle when I was at work. I was with this man. We lived a normal life when he was here. We made plans, and so until, December, I physically saw him the last time, I believe December 29th of last year.
Now, Heike, it didn't stop at the $56,000.
No.
There were subsequent requests for money.
Well,
tell us about the other times after that huge transaction of the 56,000. Tell us about the other times he would ask you for money and what that money would be for and how much and what those amounts were.
Okay. Well, again, when he was in Zambia, it started with small amounts, $500, $200, but it adds up quickly. And then I would, or in July, I mean, I have the record. I don't know exactly what each amount went for, what he said. But after September, the last time I ever gave him money was in December. So he called me and he says, babe, my grandma fell ill. She needs a surgery. My culture, the family person pitches in, which makes sense. And I said, okay, babe, how much? $2,500. And I'm like, what? That's a lot. I mean, And he goes, yeah, but it's my part. And I'm like, well, what do I do? It's grandma. Okay, babe, I'll give you the money. So I gave him the money, and then supposedly
Please stop there. So he calls you and tells you that his grandmother is in desperate need of a surgical procedure.
Yes.
And that the surgical procedure will cost $2,500, 2,500 US dollars.
Yes, but that was just his part. That's his. So there was mom and dad and sister and brother involved. So I don't know the total amount. That was just his part. So yes, I transferred the money via Cash App. And then supposedly the grandma died after all. And then all I know is that she had a royal funeral, that the people of Zambia came to see her to give her the final respect. Again, because he is from a royal family.
This is what he told you. James C. Whyson says to you, hey, Heike, I'm from a royal family in Zambia. And my grandmother, who needed $2,500 worth of surgical procedure money, after you transferred it, has now died. And now we're going to bury her. And the whole nation is mourning her and sort of paying its respects to his grandmother. Is that what he basically said?
Yes.
What was any of this? did you believe all of this, or did you sort of take it with a pinch of salt at that point?
I mean, I believe about the grandma. Yeah, I really did. I mean, I did. Why? I mean, why would I make up anything about my? I mean, why would I make that up? So I did believe that. The royal family. There's so much to the story. He said so many things. I always was like, I don't know, but did I believe? In a way, yes, because he never let me meet mom and dad. He goes, Heike, I can't just pick up, hey mom, this is Heike. No, there's procedures. Heike, my culture, we need to do it a certain way. I can't just be like, oh, I'm with her. And I'm like, we live in different continents, even my mom, and I have culture. And he just blocked me. He goes, nope, this is not happening. I'm like, okay.
So Heike, I must ask you, because to me, it seems from the beginning, it seems like you were on this roller coaster ride that you couldn't get off of. At what point? Yeah, at what point did the light finally come on? I mean, here it is. You are over $70,000 in the hole, and when did you realize, wait a minute, this is a mess? When did that come to you?
January of this year.
What happened?
So
January of this year.
So after I gave him $2,500, I had to take my son to another city to get a special test done for him, and that was out of pocket. It was $2,400, and I said, hey babe, I said, I just gave you the money for grandma, but come on, can you pay me back? I need this for my son. His name is Talon. And the answer was no. And I was like, come again? No, I don't have the money.
Let's stop there for a moment, because I really want this to sink in. So here it is now. Your son was in need of some type of medical attention.
Well, it was an exam. So a special school, he was diagnosed with a learning disability, and that is not covered by the insurance, which was pressing, but I needed that money because it was not covered by insurance. So, I mean, I normally went to my guy, to my man, hey babe, I just gave this to you. I need this for Talon. Please help me. And the answer was no.
So you tell him, you say to him, look, my son needs help, and the money I lent you, I now need it so that I can attend to my son. And he says what?
No, I don't have the money. Why did you give me your money if you're just asking back for it? Your money is my money is yours. Well, where's my money that's yours? I don't understand. You don't understand. I have to pay so many people in Zambia, because of the radio station, you already have to pay people, blah, blah, blah. And I don't have the money. And that's when I realized that he's not who I thought he was. It really hurt me. I always been there for him, even when I never seen him in person, when he was in his country on vacation, whatever. That's when I realized this is like, I'm never ever giving him a dime, because when I needed the most, he told me no.
Was he ever physically abusive towards you in any way?
Yes.
He beat you?
Yes.
So here it is. Now, when you finally came to that realization that this man is not who I think he is, let me separate, let me get away from him. Did you tell him? Did you say to him, look, this is over, but I want my money back?
Later on, yeah, that happened in January. We were still together for, until recently, maybe 5 weeks ago. I mean, it's just, I have not seen him since December. A lot of things happened, I took my son to Dallas. I took him to the hospital, to that place. And how do I even begin? When I went there, I had both of my two children and I, we all went, and Jay threw a fit. He threw a fit, accusing me of seeing other men. And I was with a family we go way back, you know, husband, wife, 2 children. We go way back, even way back. Anyway, he accused me of horrible things. And then supposedly, allegedly, he left Houston to come and see me in Dallas and got in a car accident. Allegedly, he broke his leg and he hurt his neck.
So these are things. These are things he told you. He said to you, "I broke my leg. I've hurt my neck." Did you see any proof of any of that?
I've not seen him in the hospital. I've seen him in a neck brace, and I seen his on video. I seen him on crutches. That's the extent. I've not seen medical records. I've not seen that because, see, when he left us last time, he had COVID. Allegedly, he got it on the airplane when he flew back to Houston because he saw me and my children. So he blamed me for catching COVID on the airplane. Then
let's stop there. So he says that he contracted COVID from you and your children.
No, because he saw me and my children and he had to use the airplane to see me.
No, say that again. I'm not getting that part. When you say he saw you and your children, are you saying you met, you were physically together, or what do you mean?
No. I'm saying when Jay went back to Houston and then he came down with COVID, he says, "Heike, I got COVID because I saw you and the children, and so I caught it in the air on the airplane, being with all those people and traveling." So it came across, he made me feel guilty, saying I got COVID because I saw you. See what I have to go through? Now I have COVID because I get to see you and your children on the plane. So again, I don't know. He told me he had COVID. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I don't know anymore because COVID, then he had a car accident. Then I caused him.
When you say he had a car accident, are you saying he claimed to have a car accident, or you
allegedly
know for sure? So he allegedly had a car accident.
Allegedly, he had a car accident.
Heike, it sounds to me, I'm 51 years old, Heike, and it just sounds to me like you were with someone that at every turn had every excuse in the book that he would just make up stuff for the sake of making up stuff, put you on all these guilt trips. When did you sort of now move into defense mode to make an effort to get your money back?
Well, then already I said, and I knew he had the upper hand in this because it was never made official. So I knew this. But then I just said, okay, hey, babe, I want to see the bank statements. I want to get involved. Let me do paper. Come on, let me be on conference call. Let me meet those guys. And then, it was just always something. Yeah, babe, we're going to meet them. We're going to fly to Zambia. We're going to make this official, But it just started to get so toxic because I could never get anything back from him, We started to fight, and it just, I caused him a heart attack. Allegedly, he had a heart surgery. Allegedly, his mother came to the United States. Allegedly, his brother came to help him, support him through the hard times, him being in the hospital. Allegedly, his daughter.
So let me stop you there again. So you're saying he claimed to have had a heart attack?
Yes.
And that he had heart surgery?
Yes, the beginning of this year, yes.
And then he says his parents came to visit him. When his parents came to visit him, did you at any time meet his parents?
No, and it was just his mother and his brother, never his father. Allegedly, I was told the mom is in the country and his brother.
So the mother, he says the mother was in the country.
Yes.
Did you ever meet the mother or the brother while they were in America?
I was never allowed. I've never met anybody. I believe I spoke to a person named OC over video call long time ago. That's it. Supposedly he has no friends. He's a man of God. He doesn't drink. He doesn't party. I am his only woman.
Who is this? Who's this you're talking about? He
Jay
says
Whyson.
he's a man of God. He doesn't drink. He doesn't party.
He doesn't do women. I'm the only woman. He's very isolated. He does not have a lot of friends. So I've never met anybody, truly.
So tell me, Heike, at what, and during this quest, this tragic journey that you were on, you later on find out that he was actually married, and he was also, in addition, married to another white woman over there in America. Tell me, how did you come into that knowledge?
When we finally broke up, I knew I had to fight to get my money back. And, I always told him there's 3 things I want. My money. He took an iPhone from me that I have all my pictures of my kids on there. Anyway. And then
iPhone kumwadi senda. He took your iPhone as well?
He took my iPhone and replaced it with another phone that was tapped. So every time I made a phone call, every time I messaged anybody, every time I Googled, he saw every move of mine. Yes. So when we finally, it just got to be very toxic. And then, so when we finally broke up, he blocked me. He didn't answer. And I really tried. I called him I was annoying him. I really was. But all I wanted, give me this and I'll leave you alone. Like, we're not good together, And then I tried to reach out to the media in a nice way. Hey, guys, in Houston, have you seen this man? I need help. I wanted to locate him. I really wanted to just say, Jay, we need to be adults and just let's split, go separate ways, but nice. And he just didn't do it. And then he just didn't respond. And then I just didn't even know anymore. So I was just so, I don't know. The last conversation I had, he goes, I will destroy you, bitch. Jay Whyson's words to me, I will destroy you, bitch. So why I'm here now is it all transpired last week. I get an email from a person that does not exist and saying, I saw you post on Facebook, you're trying to, spread rumors about Jay Whyson, clean your own backyard. And there was a naked pic of me on a sex website advertising that I want to have hookups. In that moment, I knew it's him. It's in my house. Nobody came into my house between me, my children, or Jay. Nobody was in this house. He took the picture without my authorization. And so I went to the police. I filed a police report. And then the same day.
Let's stop there for a moment. So you're saying that he took a photograph of you.
Yes.
You were naked.
Yes.
Or half dressed. And then he posted you were naked, and then he where did he put that photograph?
The naked it's called a website, Pornhub, and I believe on Pornhub that. But he also, the worst part is he ended up sending this to my work, to my coworkers, and so
he takes a picture of you naked. He sends it to Pornhub. In addition to that, he sends it to your workplace. Yes. Where you work.
Yes.
What happened after that?
I got fired.
They fired you?
Yes.
Goodness.
So I'm still, he said he would destroy me, and he did. So I got my job, and then I was getting death threats. At first just me telling to stop any, online posts, because at that time I got really angry. At that time I posted on Zambian Watchdog. And, at first just like, hey, have you seen him? I need to speak to his mom. I want to speak to his parents. I really need help. it was really hard to have people believe me at the beginning. A lot of people, didn't want to believe me. And then I got the death threats, and then, I had the police over for 3 days, I believe, straight coming and going because, they took the evidence and, they do drive-bys. They come by my house, they're aware of how he looks or what to look for. And then that's when I tried to be like, no, now why? I have nothing else to lose. He destroyed me. He took my money. I lost my job. So now I'm like, who are you? And that's when I got to be on social media. And that's why, that's since I discovered so many lies, a web of lies. And how it all came about is he actually did a song earlier in the year with a musician called KD. And it's on KD's Facebook page. What I'm telling you is public knowledge. And when I looked at the picture, I realized the picture is brand, it's new. And I look at the date and I put it together. It was February 18th. And I'm thinking, he told me he almost died because of me. I caused him so many. He had heart surgery. He was in the hospital. I mean, my brain started going, how can you do a music video or song or whatever it was with this person, KD? And I just go online and I reach out and I got a hold of KD. And he told me, yeah, I did this. And what are you talking about? I did not know he was sick. And I said, well, it was the same time frame. And just talking to people. And then I found out that he has a wife in Chipata living with his mother and father. The more digging I did, and let me just stop real quick and tell the people thank you. I want to say thank you. I know a lot of people didn't communicate with me. They had very harsh words on, Messenger. It took me a really long time to find incredible people who believe me, who have my back. I know that for a fact. Thank you, Simon, for taking the time. But I'm also not mad about all the people who shut me off because it is hard to believe. I understand. Bottom line is I got a hold of some incredible people. We started to dig, and it come to find out he has a in America. She is Caucasian, and they have 3 children. I believe.
So, let's stop there for a moment. So you're saying, in addition to the fact that he has a Zambian wife, a black Zambian wife in Chipata, after doing further digging, you found out that he has a white Caucasian wife over there in America, and together they have 3 children. Is that what you're saying?
Allegedly. I've never seen her. I've not seen pictures. But it's coming from a source that's close to him. So I believe that source, and I've spoken to another person who met this wife way back, going back to 2013, 2014. He says, Heike, I met her. So if there's 2 people already confirming this, so I don't believe that they're lying. So yes, he has a wife in America.
So when you receive these death threats, because I've seen, you shared with me some of the text messages that he would send to you, and he would in effect be threatening you. Do you feel that do you feel a sense of danger? Do you think that he could possibly harm you?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. From just speaking to people, and I found out, and I will not mention her name, he did this to another woman before, a Zambian lady living in America. They dated. She supported him financially. They broke up, and he leaked an intimate video of her on social media in Zambia, hurting her just like me, Yeah. And again, I'm not naming names, and I have no contact with her, but people, it's public knowledge. So I am not the only one.
Yeah. And I know that name as well. And of course, I'm not going to divulge that name because this isn't about that person. But
Yes.
what's important is that what you're demonstrating is that he hasn't just done this to you, that he's done this to other people. That's the only reason you're mentioning the other person's name without giving her way.
Yes.
So
I mean,
yeah,
it's the same thing. I love you, babe, whatever it may be. I love you. I mean, can I have money? Can you do this? I don't know I don't know, but I see similarities. She helped financially for a fact. You know, somehow they broke up. Why do you leak this video? Why are you trying to get back? It's a coward way of doing things. But yes, so I'm only mentioning it because I've seen this. You know, asking for money just from women. I have been told it's women are not the only people. He asks men just recently, "Hey, I'm short. Can you pay me money?" You know, I mean, he's trying to do business deals with people. He's talking to another person from the UK right now, a Zambian lady, invest with me in the car dealership, and I'm like, no. It's it's an amazing idea. And if somebody would do it, would make money. So he has great ideas, but I gave him the money. So where is the car dealership? Why are you trying to get a hold of another woman already in another country to invest with you again? Where is McEve Auto Express as of now? Because you have the funds. You can make this right now and pay me back. So I'm saying it's the web of lies are coming slowly out. People are telling people it's coming back to me, and I don't know who this person is anymore. It's a person and he told me, "I love you, Heike. I want to have a baby with you." And I'm thinking, why? You deceived me. You met my kids. You pretended. Why? What was the purpose? You have 2 wives. Why not focus on them and make, I don't know that I don't understand.
Let me ask you this, Heike, because, you know, one of the things that comes across to me very clearly is that, you know, here it is, you're a single mother, and you were so invested in this guy that you were not married to.
No.
Do you ever have people in your circle that say to you, did you ever have friends that you spoke to about him and say, "Hey, look, I'm dating this guy and this is what's going on"? Did you have a close, like a network of friends that you would share your life with?
He destroyed my network of life and of friends. He destroyed it. When he took my phone, I couldn't be on social media. He didn't trust me. I didn't have my safety net anymore that I used to be able to speak. He cut off really, I mean, you know, he hurt my relationships, upset at me. And yes, people tried to reach out, you know, work took me aside one time and they said, "Heike, we will help you regardless, something isn't right." But I didn't listen, you know, I really, I wanted it too bad. And, you know, people will say it's desperation, and it wasn't desperation. I was dating a single guy with a daughter is all I knew. I was a divorced man, that's all I knew. Did he paint the picture too pretty? Absolutely. Did I ever imagine on what the life he has really? No, I had no idea. No idea that he was actually married to 2 women. No, I did not expect this from him. I didn't expect him to ask men in Zambia financially for help, to send him money to America. He is 36 years old. He should be able to work for himself, you know. So I'm still in shock. So yes, I had some people reach out, but I didn't, you know. I didn't want to listen. He had me. I was on a terrible roller coaster ride, and I didn't know how to get off until it was too late.
Yeah, until it crashed, basically.
Yeah, and again, I took to social media in the hopes of, I wanted to tell his mom, you know, I want to know from his mom and dad, do you know what your son is doing? I believe any mother out there will ever raise a son supporting the actions of what Jay Whyson is doing.
At this point, Heike, I'm not even altogether clear that he even has parents, because I mean, you're talking about his mother, you're talking about his dad. These are people you've never spoken to, you've never met, which begs the question, do they exist?
Yes, he has parents. They live in Chipata. I've never met them, but people know about them. I tried to contact the wife. I got the Zambian wife, and I called her on WhatsApp just a few days ago, and she was online. She would not take my call, and very shortly after that, Jay reached out to Zambia trying to figure out who gave him the wife's number. So I don't even know if maybe she knows at this point. I don't know. And it's at this point, I don't know, and I don't really care. I just want everybody to know what he's doing. And I want my money back.
And you want your money back.
Yeah.
Because let's be clear, there's some people that would misinterpret this as you gave him this money because you were together and you were a couple. But the truth is, this was an investment, because that's how he sold it to you. He sold it to you. He sold the idea of you investing with the purpose of getting a return. It wasn't like you said, you know what, honey, listen, I got $56,000 and I cannot wait to give it to you. It was an investment.
Yes. It was an investment in the radio station, an investment in the car dealership. And people blame me. Well, I was dumb enough. Our goal was, as a couple, to have income coming in from the radio station. And I knew the election was coming, so what he said made complete sense. It was a great opportunity. The dealership would make money for anybody to start this, export cars from the States to Zambia. It's great. But where are the paperwork? What is the name of the radio station? Nobody knew Jay Whyson invested $100,000 because he gave $50,000, I gave $50,000. Zambia is a small country. Yeah.
He claimed he gave $50,000.
Yeah, he claimed. So I would like to see the paperwork. It's an investment. Who's this owner of the radio station? Who are those people? Show me Jay Whyson's name on the paperwork. If it's investment and I lost, okay, but I want proof. It was never. Looking back, I was deceived. You were duped. Made to believe this is gonna be okay between me and you. This is gonna be good business.
Yeah. Heike, let me ask you about, because there's a photograph of him. He was arrested in Florida by Florida State Police. Tell me about that.
That was long ago. That was early in 2000, and you can Google. It's public knowledge in America. Anybody can find it. And I mean, he was arrested. I knew about it one time, and I don't remember why, but he was arrested, and the Zambian government got involved to take him out of jail because he is Jay Whyson, and he's very well connected. He's a superstar, so he was in jail less than 24 hours because again he has connections.
Now, who told you that the Zambian government got involved? Who told you that?
Jay Whyson.
So he basically said, you know what? The Zambian government stepped in. I've been arrested for what was the charge? Why was he arrested?
There's two charges. I don't know the one that I'm talking about. I don't remember why he was in jail. I really don't. But all I know is, hey, I came out because of my government helped me to get out. And when all this happened, I was getting more, and I came across this other mock shot that I was not aware of, and it says it on the picture, and again, it's public knowledge. It's domestic assault, so there was some kind of beating with a female involved in Florida way before me.
So Florida State Police. Go ahead.
But again, just to speaking to people, and He was already married to the Caucasian lady back then. He was already dating another person at the same time. I mean, so he has a wife in Zambia, wife in America, plus another girlfriend on the side. Just now, but now we're in 2021. He same thing happening back then. And again, I met some incredible people, and people are, you know, believing me and they want to help me, and that's how I find these things out.
Well, Heike, I will tell you quite confidently and quite honestly, the Zambian government was not involved. I can tell you that quite conclusively. That's just stuff he made up, just like everything else he's made up. Lastly, Heike, I must ask you, have you complained to the FBI about
Yes.
James C. Whyson?
Yes, I found. The only reason why I did this is because the relationship was never a relationship. I was lied to from the first time we ever spoke. I'm divorced. And he started this relationship with a lie. He never loved me. I don't believe it. He never cared. He never had any good intentions for me or my children, or intended to have any future with me. He came in and felt me out, I guess, saw that I sent money, and we got closer, and I opened up, and he just took me to the cleaners. So yeah, I don't want this to happen to anybody else. I don't want him to be able to call Zambia and tell whoever your name is, hey, I'm short, can you send me $500 here, $200 there? And that's what he's been doing. He just made a call. Yeah.
That's a lot of money, and a colossal amount of money. Heike, there's no one here in Zambia I can think of that I can call and ask for $500 at the drop of a hat. It just doesn't happen, you know. But he saw in you someone that, you know, you were blinded by love. I mean, and you know, I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean, when you love someone, you want to help them. But he took advantage of that. Heike, ultimately, after all of this, when the dust settles and the dew dries, ultimately, aside from the obviously you don't want anybody else, any other woman, any other female to suffer the things that you've gone through. Ultimately, what do you want?
I would like my money back. I would like Jay Whyson to explain on who he is. I still would like to speak to mom and dad. I still really would like, I don't care about the wives, you know, I don't really care, but I want to hear from his mom and dad. Do they support this behavior of their son? So yeah, and Jay needs questions, you know. Now I heard he's denying me. He never met me. He doesn't know who I am. He calls me white trash. And I want to.
So now he says he doesn't know who you are.
Correct. He was never in a relationship with me. And I was, and now I'm just mad. He dumped me. I hear a lot of things, but what got to me is, you know, he called me white trash, and I want to only I'm pretty sure he's listening, or his friends, but if I'm white trash, if I come to America, you need to stay where you were. If I'm white trash, the rest of America is white trash. So please, you need to go back to where you came from. That's just my response. But yes, I hear a lot of things about me that, yeah, I have clothes in my closet of his, okay? He's receiving mail to my house. My kids know him. We have a joint account. I mean, I got another one, but I left his name on the account. His email is on my computer. I have enough evidence. I'm not crazy. I dated Jay Whyson. I was in a relationship with him. I really was. But now it just came to be this web of lies. And I was never really in a relationship at all with this person. I was used.
Yeah.
So.
Heike Tarpley, thank you so much for your time. And I can only wish you the very best. The one thing that this interview has done and will do, and you must know this, is that it has helped so many people out there, and it has warned women out there never to get involved with the likes of James C. Whyson. Heike, thank you.
Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
It's an amazing story. I mean, it's one of those stories that just boils your blood. And I must tell you guys, early this morning, I get a phone call because after I posted this, some guy calls me. I don't know who this guy is. Calls me up and says, Mr. Muewa, I am Weissman's friend, and he's seen your post, and he wants to talk to you. I said, if he wants to talk to me, he needs to talk to me after I interview Heike Tarpley. No, Mr. Muewa, that woman is crazy. It's lies, this, that, and the other. I said, hey, listen. The evidence she's shown me compels me to believe her. She's telling the truth. She's telling the truth. And wherever James C. Whyson is tonight, in the words of Malcolm X and the Honorable Louis Farrakhan, the jig is up. The jig is up, and very soon you're going to get your comeuppance. Thank you for watching, guys. God bless. Take care of yourselves and each other. Good night.